Yeah. We're back. We're back to look at some Supermarket Simulator. I love this game. I love this game. It's fucking amazing. We're gonna take a look at it. Maybe we'll run a day. Maybe we'll run two. I don't know. Whatever we're feeling like. Should probably switch out what game we're playing here, huh? Boom. We're doing this shit on the fly, man. Let's see. It's weird to me that there's no audio in the game, though, but I thought there was. I don't know why that would have changed. There we go. Got my homies hanging out, getting ready to stock some fucking shelves and shit. Shit sitting on the ground. Like, what a great supermarket I run, man. Nah, I was in the process of getting shit set up a little differently. As you can see. I actually had to take down, so I have, take a look here. So I have 4 checkouts, right? I have three cashiers, 4 checkouts technically. I took one of the checkouts down and just threw it in my storage because I wanted to fit more shelves, and like most of the time these 3 dudes can handle it. Every once in a while somebody will get pissed and complain about long lines. So but yeah. Other thing I'll say about this game is like it's got some frame rate issues. I mean, I get why it does. There's a lot of fucking shit going on in this game, so I did not mean to put all that rice there. Holy shit. That was my mistake. We're gonna have to fix that real quick. I don't want that. I don't want them to stock that somewhere I don't want it. There we go. Alright. Better. What else we got? Pepper grinders. Salt. Salt is full there. I had 2 spots for salt. I don't... But then that question, like, what else am I going to put here? So, fuck it. Fuck it, as they say. We're going to put it there. Oh. Don't need that much salt, man. Alright, what else can we stock here? So we need some oil. Probably another box of rice. Coffee. Probably 1 of each. Did I pay my bills today? Let's look. Oh, wow. I'm a little behind there. Whoops. Alright. So we got, let's see here. Oil. Another one of those. Rice. Get some. No, I think we have that out there. Sure. The pasta. We definitely need a box of that. I know. So let's order those for now. We're gonna shove that down here. Okay. But I like this setup I have going right now. I think it works really well. Works really well. I mean, you could still expand the fuck out of this. So basically when I open it, it'll open 1 section, 2, and then 3. It just keeps going back. So the storage just gets deeper and deeper. And I mean, I'll look at it here, but like, let's look. Management. There's still a lot of sections. Section 23 is the highest. I'm on section 11. Yeah, and they're just 4x4 sections. So, to build, I've bought all the storage space. I still need quite a few checkouts. Like, I have to physically check out that many people to be able to hire a 4th cashier. So, I could hire a 4-3 stocker, or actually, I need to purchase a couple more racks. But what I use them for is like during the day when shit gets low and I have extra shit, then I let them go and they're just automatic. And then I got my licenses. I still got quite a few to get through, so you have to make like an ass ton of fucking money in this game to get that shit though. Like that's one little pet peeve I have with it is like they could lower those limits a little bit, man. But I guess then I wouldn't come back and keep grinding this fucking thing every day, right? Like, let's see. We got probably a case of beer for each, I think. We'll do one of each. That's good. What else we got? Honestly, I kind of hate having this bread in 2 sections. I'm thinking about doing away with that. I also have to figure out what I'm going to do here. I have no idea yet. Like, I got all my cereals here. Cleaner. For some reason, I have cleaners there. Probably should swap that out. Just, why don't we do that real quick? That'll be better. Hopefully, I can just circle this around. Hell yeah. Look at that. Look at that. We're doing some hot business here. Yeah, I like that better. I like that better. So now we got to figure out cereal. We got cakes. Something here. Maybe I should put the baking, like the sugar. That actually might make more sense, actually. Why don't we do that? I rearrange this store. Shelving unit by shelving unit, but hey, that's what we do. That's what we like. So we'll put this blank one here. And then we'll fix that. That was kind of shitty. I like that. That makes more sense to me. Why is this so far out? I just realized that. Yeah. That's better. So then the question is now I have to ask myself, what the fuck do I put here? You know, like that's the fun of this game. I don't know, man. Let's throw some oil on this. There have been like it's insane. I have lost entire like usually it's the weekend. Like I will if it's an opposite weekend from when we do the podcast, because usually how that shit works is like weekends that we do the podcast, like we finish, you know, we record it Friday nights, and then Saturday morning is usually my morning to sit down, edit it, and get it put out. On opposite weekends, because we record every 2 weeks, like it's not unusual for me to wake up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning and just come down here and just play like 3 hours of this fucking game while I catch up on YouTube videos. So I don't know, man. Like this is a front run. Like I need this game to be complete and come out this year, because it could be a front runner for a game of the year for me. Like, which sounds so insane to say out loud, but I can't get enough of it, man. Like, it's just so damn good. I think it was peanut butter we need. So let's. Yeah, on the money. That's fine. I don't know why I keep going through that way. I mean, I can get one of these guys to do their business, so like, boom, watch. All of a sudden, one of them will come alive. See? But the problem is, like, the reason why I don't usually let them stock in the morning before I open is because a lot of times they get glitchy. So like he might go and put this shit out, and then go back and just stand in there because he like gets stuck putting the box away. So I've kind of stopped doing that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong. actually full. That's cool. What else, like, before I open, do we really need to stock? Like, meats are good. I don't really think I need to order extra of that. This ham is not selling. We're going to have to put this down at, like, take a little bit of a hit on it to sell it. Hummus. Probably order a case of that. That stuff sells, man. And then this, I forget what this thing's called. The moussaka. Okay. So let's order some hummus. I tell you, man, I am looking forward to a holiday weekend. A holiday weekend, man. I actually have I actually got some time off, man. Like obviously it's a holiday weekend. Company I work for, you know, we're off Monday, so. But then I am also off the following Friday and Monday, and so it's gonna be a short week for me next week, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna catch up on some movies that I've been sitting on. My girlfriend's going out of town, so, and I have to stay here and watch the animals, the dog, who is still, is almost over recovery from surgery. She's getting better. But still, she's getting better from that, and we need to order some chicken. What about the chicken wings? Chicken wings are good. Let's do... Boo, 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 boo. Freezer. Here we go. Get 2 of those. Fries. 1 of each. Whatever. We'll order that too. Why not? But yeah, she's going to be going out of town with her family that weekend, and I'm off. Originally I was going to be going with her. Obviously, like, things changed because of the dog situation, and then it was like, well, who's going to take care of, you know, I have 1 cat, possibly 2 of our cats that are going to be going on a special. The one's on a special diet. Another one's like looking like he might go on a special diet. So, yeah, it becomes a challenging thing. And so I was like, it's fine. But I'm going to catch up. I got a multitude of movies, like some movies that she's just not interested in watching that I've been sitting on forever, and I'm gonna watch those. So you're probably gonna see some shorts, some 60-second movie review shorts that weekend, because I'm gonna get through some movies here. But I am going to see Furiosa on Thursday, so I'll be doing a review of that. Really looking forward to that. Movie looks just tremendous. Big fan of Fury Road. You know what? I really wanted to watch Fury Road before. There's no way it's gonna happen now. Because I have not seen Fury Road since it came out. I just remember going and I remember going and loving the movie. Actually, I'll say a funny story. Fury Road. Fury Road was the original first date movie my girlfriend and I were supposed to go see, and it was sold out. And this was like the theater that we were going to go to did not have, they were not doing assigned seats yet. That was just kind of becoming the norm. And they didn't have like reclining seats and stuff yet either. So again, that was kind of becoming the standard for the industry. So... but it was sold out, and so we ended up going to see. And this is the first date and first like movie we go to see together, and it's the remake of Poltergeist, which like it's fine. It's not like I love the original Poltergeist. It's not a great remake. And then we ended up going the following. Obviously, you know, date was successful, but. We ended up going the following weekend to see Fury Road, which is a tremendous fucking movie. But I haven't seen it since it came out, so it's just one of those movies. I wanted to buy the 4K Blu-ray of it, and I kept meaning like over the holidays, I'm like, man, I really want to see it again. It's been a while, but I just didn't get around to buying that. Now it's too late. I don't. I just simply do not have the time. So to sit and watch that before Thursday night. So, but I am psyched to see Furiosa. I think it looks awesome. I don't fucking know. Let's see. But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, she's that following weekend she's gonna be out of town, and like, all right, gives me a chance to watch. I have like 6 or 7 movies. There's like Monkey Man, um, Knox Goes Away, which is that Michael Keaton movie that came out maybe a month or two ago. If I asked her to watch any of these, like, she probably would sit and go, okay. Like, she's not like one of those people like, oh, I don't want to watch that. Like, if I really was like, I really want to watch this, will you sit and watch this with me? She would do it, but she's not gonna like throw a fit. And you'd be surprised, like, there's a lot of movies that I'm like, I want to watch this, and she's like, I want to watch it too, and then I have to wait. So, like, we're still in the middle of Fallout right now, the TV show, and that's just simply because I need to have time to be like, it's whenever she has time to watch it with me. So, I've only seen the first 3 episodes of Fallout, but I like what I've seen. I think it's really good. So, but yeah, it's sometimes it takes a while, and then like I'll tell you, like in a couple weeks here when The Boys hits, like we'll fly through that because she's loves The Boys, so she's a huge fan. So as I type it, I don't know, like, I was thinking The Boys, and I type that in. Now I meant coffee. We'll buy one of each. Yeah, I actually was thinking, like, no, it's kind of the same thing, so there's no real reason to stretch that out. What do I do with this shelf, man? Just looking, like, what do I not have a lot of stuff displayed for that I could fill there? So we got those. Just gotta look through. Like, we gotta do shelf. Like, what else could I display a lot of? We already got a section for chips. I should order some more chips. We got a section for flour. It's hard, man. Like, I guess I could do a regular section for mashed potatoes and the regular potato bag. Why don't we do that? And I'll just have to remember to fix that, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna try and pump through some movies, and then also like some of these games and stuff, because that's the other thing. Like, there's definitely times where like I don't have a lot of time, like at the end of the night. Like, my girlfriend works overnights, so when my opportunities to play games are, you know, on the nights that she works, and by the time I get done doing, you know, adulting, you know, making dinner, doing dishes, you know, that kind of stuff, taking care of the dog, you know, I might have an hour or two before it's like, okay, I should probably think about going to bed because I got work tomorrow, you know, kind of a thing. So I don't have as much time as I used to, which is, you know, why you don't see reviews being pumped out as quick when it comes to games. It's one of the reasons why I pivoted to doing like quick looks, or like I did, you know, a live quick look of Hellblade tonight, because it was like, all right, I actually have an opportunity. I want to see what 7 years of development looks, and like it's fine. I will probably finish it, and I might just finish it on the Xbox because I want to see how it runs there, but like I would not say I was captivated by it. It's just kind of it's their game for me, so it's not bad. I'm not like going super nuts on it either. So, let's see. I need one more box of potatoes. What should we put on that top shelf that would fit? I mean, I guess it doesn't need to fit necessarily, but like, what do I put? You know, we don't have a lot of that one type of pasta. Where is it? We do 2 boxes of those. Call it a day. Well, then, like last night, sometimes I just feel like I'm a old man, you know, like Sunday night I was up pretty late, so played Dying Light with a buddy. And then last night I was like 9:45 and I'm literally falling asleep playing Alone in the Dark, and I ended up going to bed at like 10, which is sad, but I'm like, man, I'm just exhausted. And work's been pretty busy for me lately, so that plays a factor into it, but that definitely plays a factor sometimes into this shit, so we need to lower this, so we'll say we'll go with $3.99. Whoop. I think that's it. Yeah, let's open this bitch up and get some sales. You'll see the frame rate tank now because the game is definitely CPU bound. I should order some butter. Let's do that. Butter. But yeah, as far as like, we can go over current upcoming content for the channel. I mean, podcast is going to continue as is. We're enjoying doing the video portion. The video has been really successful, so that's not going to change. I enjoy doing clips. I think clips have been very successful for the podcast as well. Yeah, that's all going swimmingly. What is this drink? Nah, I don't feel like I need to order that. Probably the Sprite drink, though. But yeah, that's been going really well. As far as I hit 500 subscribers, which is not a huge deal for most people, but I've had the channel for 7 years. I haven't really ever pushed like getting subscribers or ever been like, oh man, I just do this shit for fun. So, and I've always said to myself, if I ever am not having fun with it anymore, I'll be done. Like, it's a hobby. I don't want it to become my job. So, but doing the podcast, it has been a lot of fun and really kind of honestly like reignited my fire for content creation, because there's a little bit of time like after moving into the house and getting settled and stuff where I really kind of was like going through I don't know if I care anymore, maybe I should be done kind of a thing. And then we had the idea to do the podcast, and we've been doing an audio version of it now for a couple of years, but the video has kind of really helped too. So, and it's definitely boosted our audio numbers as well, because I think what happens is I think people that watch my channel or discover one of our, they go, okay, this is pretty cool. I'll go look for this on Apple or whatever podcast service they're using, Spotify, whatever. And I think, because I've noticed our numbers on that end increasing, which is cool. So, so if anybody wants to sponsor our podcast, whatever, man, I'll read your 30-minute ad about, whatever you want to sponsor it. Get at me. But no, we're just having a lot of fun with it. Not gonna save that one. So yeah, nothing changed with that. But as far as for me hitting 500 subscribers, I had promised a while ago that I was going to make a collection I think I'm going to do an updated 360 collection video. And I put it off. I mean, I hit 500 subscribers a while ago, but I put it off because the shelving unit that houses those games, and I might even just go through the collection of games I have on this shelf, because I have all of my PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox, Series X are kind of the same thing. And then I have my 360 collection. They're all on the same shelf, so shelving unit thing. So I might just go through all of it. I haven't decided yet, but because we talked about it in the most recent episode of the podcast, because somebody asked, like, have you guys ever done a game room tour? I don't really have a game room right now. That's a future goal, my girlfriend and I have of getting our basement refinished, or I should say finished. And although lately we've been looking at turning part of it into a movie theater situation, because that just seems really damn cool. So I've always liked, like, James Rolfe having the rental store in his basement. That my original thing was like, man, I would love to do something like that, but with video games. But I don't have enough retro games with boxes to make that work, or to look cool like that. So, and in today's economy for retro games, like, no way. Yeah, this game's frame rate really bogs down when you got a bunch of people in the store. Holy shit, we're out of toilet paper. Yeah, so that was my original. I was like, yeah, I really want to do that. And then last couple weeks, I don't know, it was like a YouTube recommended video for me was like, hey, look at this dude spent, $1,000 and built his own movie theater in his basement. I watched it and was like, this is actually pretty fucking rad. And then I showed my girlfriend, and she's like, I actually like this too. And I'm like, what if we just do that with part of the basement? Because we have, like, 3 things we want to do with the basement. Like, have a game area. She wants to build a bar. And that we were, like I said, we're still going back for it. But I think the movie theater, I think, is actually a really good idea. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm hopeful, though. I am hopeful on it. The video is cool. Like, this guy, like, he bought a lot of stuff from Goodwill. He had 2 projectors. I think he had a 2K projector and then a 1080p. For some reason, he had 2 hooked up at the same time. I don't think that's a little overkill myself, but whatever, to each their own. But he had bought all his stereo equipment and surround sound equipment from Goodwill as well, which I think is cool. I've watched other people that are, like, so far up the Atmos ass, Dolby Atmos. There's one guy, I was watching a couple videos the other day, and it's like, this is all this guy cares about is Dolby Atmos. And I'm like, I understand, as somebody who has a Dolby Atmos soundbar with some rear speakers, like, that shit's cool as hell, but I can't justify paying that much for a separate receiver, an amp, speakers, a couple subwoofers. Like, that's an insane. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have old rich man money. So I wish I did. Oh, it's 9, so I can't. We can close that up. Turn lights off. Get out. I'm just gonna stand in here. If you end the day, like, if I hit enter and end the day right now, it will not count any of the sales for any of the people in line, which is trash. It's something I hope they fix. It is something I really hope that they fix. Yeah, no, that's something we're really considering and doing and stuff, though, is, like, looking for some real movie theater seats. This guy was lucky. He went on, like, Facebook Marketplace, saw some kick-ass movie theater seats, got a really good deal on them. And, like, he built a sick-ass theater. And I was like, boy, that's pretty rad. So that's been another thing. The biggest problem is we do not have a big basement, and the ceiling level is really, really low. It's like 8 feet, maybe, probably less. So it's really low, and that's why it's like, So, but I don't know. We have plans for it, so. And then, that also begs the question for me, like, well, what do I do with my stuff? Like, what do I do with my game systems? Do I want to have that set up through a projector? Because right now I have a pretty cool OLED setup with the OLED TV I have out in the living room. I got a pretty sweet setup here in this office where, I have you guys can't see it on the stream, but behind me I have a big 50, I think it's 50 inches. I think it's a 50-inch TV that I bought. I originally had my original 50-inch 4K TV I got a decade ago. My Vizio was hooked up there, and it just died one day. And so it was right around Black Friday when that happened. I want to say this was 2022. Excuse me. And I excuse me. And I just went and bought like $400 TCL just so I had a TV in here. And I gotta say, like, for not doing a whole lot of research, just like I just need a flat screen TV in here that's 4K. It's a pretty nice TV. It was like $400, I think. So it was 300. It's a pretty nice TV, and like I use it quite a bit. So because I'm constantly running, I'm running movies off my server constantly when I'm in here and stuff, and it's neat. So it's a nice setup and everything, and I got my setup finally the way that I like it. So you guys have a good backdrop where you're not looking at a messy couch. I don't even have a couch in this office anymore. I moved that shit myself, by the way. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I was fine like the first day, and then the next day it was just like 2 days later I was like, oh my god, I shouldn't have done that, and I hurt so bad. Let's see, 47 customers, products not found 18, products found expensive 14, made a thou. Oh no, the crab stick has gone down in price. Wow, that's actually quite a bit. So let's 878. I'll have to look. I think this said the soap went up in price. Okay. Was it this one? Yeah, 287. So we'll say 317. I got no rhyme or reason with my pricing in this game. I'll have to look and see like what the other things are that. Let's pay that so we don't forget it. Where are we at in terms of that loan? Oh wow. Oh no. Oh wow. All installments are paid. I could pay it off. I'm gonna pay it off. Who cares? My loans are paid off, which is cool. 13. No, we need to make more money before I do anything. Wow, they cleared the fuck out of that. Holy shit. Okay. Actually, toilet paper we probably need to get more of. Although not as much. I might leave that for now, actually. But yeah, they kind of cleared the fuck out of this one. Get 2 of those. One. I'll get some of that bleach too. Why not? Since we're sitting here. But yeah, so I plan on that weekend that my girlfriend's out of town. I'll have time. I plan on sitting down and shooting that video. Oh, I guess I should have bought this for the 500 subscriber special. For that, because I can get to that bookshelf now. Because unfortunately, that part of my living room was doggy recovering area. But she's pretty good now, and she's not in that. We don't have that made up as like an area for her, so she's kind of just chills in all of the living room now. So we had to have her confined because it was a leg surgery, so we had like I actually have one of those. It's kind of sad that this is what it ended up becoming, but I had an extra one of those like foam toppers you put on a mattress, and we ended up just laying that thing down for my dog and then throwing blankets on top of it, and that made like a really big nice bed for her. And so she just slept on that through her recovery because it was pretty rough, like. But this is also this. I'm pretty sure they said like after this surgery, this is kind of like this is the last one this dog is going to be able to have because she's hit that age where she has she had the same problem with both of her legs. So she's had leg surgery on both legs. Now she had the first leg surgery like maybe a year ago, and then this one obviously just happened. But the other surgery, and we ended up not doing it because at this point it would probably put her through too much. And now unfortunately she's past the age where they'll even do this, is hip replacement, because she has something called hip dysplasia on both of her hips. So like if you were to look at the socket, like here's the socket, right? That's supposed to be like this and kind of gripping the hip bone. It's just like this. So it's constantly moving around. And she has that on both hips. So she has good days and bad days, I would tell you. There's some days where it's like, this is not going well. And there are some days where it's hard. So, but she's 9. She just turned 9. She just turned 9. So, but yeah, it's hard. You know, anytime animals get older, it's hard. And I mean, we want her to just be happy and healthy as long as she can be. But yeah, they're at the point where they're just like, at this point, it's not good for her. Like, we won't even operate at this age, you know, further. Like, they almost were to the point with this leg surgery, and we're like, you don't understand. Like, her mobility is going to be really bad if we don't do this. And we were lucky to get that done. So, but yeah, those are animals. And then on the flip side of that, like all my kitties are pretty healthy. All 5 of my cats. We have 5 cats, man. And if you would have asked me 2 years ago, I would have laughed in your face if you told me, hey, in 2 years you're gonna own 5 cats. I'm like, fuck no. But yeah, we have 5 cats. Oh, I totally bought the wrong thing here. Okay, where's the lasagna? That's wild. Do we not? Is this something I actually do not have displayed? That's crazy, right? Lasagna? I don't have this displayed anywhere? Seriously? No, that's the scallop thing. Holy shit, I just found something I don't have. Okay. I got an idea then. Let's do this. We're gonna buy a new fridge. Oh, that shit just comes out of there. Like, I wanted to shove it right here. It's not gonna happen. Fuck. I can put it right here though. Yeah, that's probably the best place for it. Okay. Yeah, I just realized this is a product I do not have on any shelves. That's insane. Yeah, we have 5 cats. It was not a decision that I took lightly, for sure. I think I've said before on streams or stuff like how how it's come to be that I have 5 cats. But yeah, our most recent is his name is Momo. He is literally a rescue from my front yard. So he kind of just wound up in our lives. I think I've talked about it before. I can't remember, but he last October he showed up one day and was just kind of chilling outside. My girlfriend and I were getting ready to go have like breakfast or something, and I played it. It's my fault because I played it off, and I was like, because my girlfriend obviously she's a vet tech, and she extremely concerned and everything. I'm like, nah, I'm pretty sure it's like the neighbor's cat or something. Like, don't worry about it. Which was which was just a great way for Karma to come slap me in the face, and sure enough, like in the next few days. I'm sitting in my office here, right outside this window. I get ready, I get done, I'm going on a break. I look out the window and right on the I have my driveway right here, and then there's like a hill, and the cat's just sitting on the hill, just staring at me, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, okay, he clearly is not somebody's cat, and we have to look into this. And so I go out there and I coax him over with some food and stuff. And then after we do a little bit of that, I finally, I wake up my girlfriend because she's sleeping at this time. I'm like, can you help me? We have to figure something out with this. We have to figure something out with this cat. She's like, okay. She gets up and we get him in our basement and everything. And then he was in our basement for, almost a month until it got into the part of November where it got really cold, and it's like, yeah, he can't be in this fucking basement anymore. And so we actually had to use I did not like doing this, but we had no choice. We had to use one of those like squirrel traps to get him to go into a trap, so we could bring him upstairs, and we put him in our guest room, which is kind of just the cat room at this point anyways, and where he lived happy for long enough until he would trust us enough to go in a regular carrier, because I at that point I'm like, we're not going to trap him again like that. I did not like doing that, and but we had no choice. We had to get him out of there. So, and I would say it was about mid-December we finally got him into my girlfriend's work where she works, and discovered he had a hernia. He was suffering from a hernia, and at that point, it was like, we need to have this taken care of, but like, if we're gonna pay to have this done, then he's our cat. Like, we're not gonna pay to have this surgery and then give him away to somebody else, because then what are you doing, So that's how he became our cat. He's rad as fuck. He's a really rad cat. Like, I can't stress how awesome that cat is. And he came at a really good time too, because my girlfriend was still kind of coping with Frankie's death from a couple months prior, and obviously he can't replace Frankie, but he's really kind of helped her cope with that. He's just a cool cat, man. Like, I think he's like a year and a half old. He's wild. He keeps the other cat. We have 4 female cats, so he keeps the ladies in check. He's really become attached with one of the cats, one of my cats, Elvina. So they're constantly hanging out. And then recently, actually, in this like last week, he hangs out with my dog a lot, and it's really weird. It's like, they kind of just hang out. Like, there's times where I'll come down stairs in the morning and like they're just hanging out together, and it's bizarre. I'm just like, what is like how is this a thing where you two are just like buds? But whatever, I'm not complaining. It's just more of a like, how did this happen? But yeah, so we have the only cat I have left that's like my original, like from the original 3 that we adopted. She's still doing really well. Shinoa. She's still doing really well. So she is probably 9 or 10 now. I got Sifa. She is probably 8 or 9 now. She's doing really well. She's the one that she's on a special diet. So, and then we have the 2 ginger ladies who, they both came from outside my girlfriend's parents' house because for some reason last year it was like insane breeding season for cats, and then cats just kept showing up. And we ended up, I think there was a total over a 6-month period of like 6 or 7 cats that showed up on their porch. We have 2 of them, and then her parents kept 3 of them, and I think one of them they took to a shelter. But the 2 we have are Alvina and Scully. Momo's full name technically would be Mulder, but my girlfriend likes calling him Momo after the robot in Stray. So he even has the little it's got a little pineapple collar, kind of like that guy's pineapple t-shirt, the robot Momo. So but yeah, no, he Alvina and Scully, they're cool. They're cool ladies. One of them's a little bit older. She's just chill. She's a chill fucking cat. Like, I'm going to get done streaming in a few minutes here. I'll go sit down. She's going to jump up on my lap and just chill. She's a chill lady. She don't care. She just wants to hang out. She does not care. And then Alvina is our glorified princess, we'll call her. She's very much a prissy lady. She is a troublemaker, but she's a cool cat too. So 5 cats, man. It's ridiculous, but I love them. They're all good. They're all good animals. So it is what it is. Is that everything? Oh no. Like, wait, this sure doesn't seem like everything. I think we're going to save it up here, though. But yeah, so as far as stuff goes for the channel, and let me quit to desktop. But yeah, as far as stuff goes for the channel, coming up here, obviously there'll be another episode of the podcast here at the end of the month. There will be, I plan on doing that video where I'm going to show probably the 360. I might just show everything on that shelf. I don't know. I might just show like how I have things displayed right now, just because I'm kind of in this interim of having a game room. Like, I have some cool stuff going on over here. Maybe I'll throw that in the video because we finally got those shelves done and stuff put up. I got some stuff obviously on shelves you guys have seen before. That really hasn't changed too much. Maybe I'll just do that, but I don't have like a game room. I just have this office, which is kind of a mix, like a mismatch of like game stuff and then guitar stuff. I mean, you see a guitar behind me, obviously. All my guitars are kind of like over here right now on a rack. And then just, yeah. So it's, we might do that. Maybe I'll just do like a setup of how things currently roll. Which, is going to be people going, well, you have a lot of wires. So, but that'll be coming, and then I will do a review of Alone in the Dark. I don't feel like it's a long game. I'll probably get through it pretty fast. I don't know if I'll do a full review of Hellblade. I don't even know if I'll finish it, to be honest. Like, I don't know. To me, that game was whatever. So, but yeah, otherwise, check out the clips that have gone up recently. Check out the latest episode of Podcast 572, and you'll see a Furiosa review later this week. Otherwise, thanks for checking out the stream. I will catch you later.